There was once a small village surrounded by silent mountains and flowing rivers, a place where everyone lived with simple dreams and simple joys. In that peaceful village lived a young boy named Ayan, known not for strength or brilliance, but for something far more precious, his heart. People often said he had a golden heart, not because it shined, but because it carried a warmth that reached everyone he met. Ayan lived with his mother in a small clay house at the edge of the village. His father had passed away when he was very young, leaving the two of them to carry the weight of life together. His mother worked day and night weaving cloth, while Ayan helped by doing odd jobs around the village. Though life wasn't easy, he never complained, nor did he let hardship dim the kindness he carried inside. Each morning, Ayan would walk through the village with a smile that seemed to brighten the dusty streets. He would help the old farmer carry water pots, pick fruits for the neighborhood children who couldn't climb trees, or feed stray animals who knew him well enough to wag their tails when he arrived. To Ayan, kindness wasn't a choice, it was a habit, as natural as breathing. One day, a great announcement echoed through the village: the king was coming. Winds carried the news faster than anything else, and excitement spread like fire. The villagers cleaned their houses, decorated the streets, and prepared grand welcomes. The king, known for his wisdom, was on a journey to visit villages and reward those who served the kingdom with honesty and compassion. But while everyone prepared for celebrations, Ayan was busy helping his mother, who had fallen ill due to exhaustion. She tried to hide her weakness, but Ayan's eyes never missed anything. He made soup for her, fetched herbs, and stayed by her side. Still, when she told him to go see the king with the others, he hesitated. She smiled softly, touching his cheek. "You must go, Ayan. You deserve joy too." Reluctantly, he agreed, kissing her forehead before rushing to join the villagers. But on his way to the center of the village, Ayan spotted something that made him stop. Beneath a banyan tree sat a little girl crying softly. Her clothes were dusty, her hands trembling. She had lost her mother in the crowd and didn't know where to go. Ayan knelt down gently. "Don't worry, I'll help you," he said with a calm voice that felt like a warm blanket on a cold night. Instead of running to see the king, he took the girl by the hand and began searching every corner of the village with her. He asked vendors, elders, and children, but no one had seen the girl's mother. After a long search, he finally found a group of women calling out frantically. Among them was the girl's mother, worried and pale. The woman rushed toward her daughter, hugging her tightly. Tears filled her eyes as she thanked Ayan again and again. "You're a blessing, child," she whispered. Ayan smiled shyly and walked away quietly, not noticing that someone had been watching him from a distance. The king. He had seen the entire moment: the boy's pause, his decision to choose kindness over celebration, and the softness with which he restored joy to the little girl. The king's heart warmed, for he had found something far more precious than grand welcomes and arranged speeches. Later, when the villagers gathered in the courtyard, the king stepped onto the stage. Silence spread through the crowd. Everyone expected awards to be given to the wealthy or powerful, but the king surprised them. "I wish to honor someone today," the king declared. "Not for wealth, not for courage in battle, but for the noblest quality a human can possess, a heart of gold." Whispers scattered through the crowd like leaves in the wind. Who was he talking about? The king lifted his hand and pointed toward Ayan. The crowd gasped. Ayan, standing at the back with dust on his clothes and worry for his mother still in his mind, froze. People stepped aside, guiding him forward. His heart pounded, and his palms shook. When Ayan stood before the king placed a gentle hand on his shoulder. "I watched how you helped a lost child with no expectation of reward. True nobility lies in such moments. Your heart is richer than all the treasures of my kingdom." The villagers erupted in cheers, and Ayan felt as if the entire sky had settled inside his chest. The king then gifted Ayan's mother a lifetime supply of resources so she would never have to struggle again. He also offered Ayan a place in the royal school, where he could study and build a bright future. Ayan ran home, breathless, to tell his mother everything. When he reached her bedside, she wrapped him in her arms with tears streaming down her cheeks. "I always knew," she whispered. "Your goodness would come back to you someday." And it did. With time, Ayan grew into a wise, compassionate young man whose kindness became a guiding light for others. People remembered him not as the boy who earned the king's praise, but as the boy who never walked past someone in need. The village often said that gold can shine, silver can sparkle, but a true golden heart can change the world. And Ayan proved that every day, through every choice, every gesture, and every smile he offered. For in the end, it is not crowns or coins that make a person rich, but the goodness they leave behind in the lives they touch.